Hey, what's up guys, Rob here.
What's up?
So today we're going to cover a lot of gaming related news. Some of these topics include some updates on the Avowed situation. We're also going to look at some controversy involving GTA 6. And we're also going to give an update on the ongoing Elon Musk and Asmongold beef. But first, we're going to talk about this right here. I'm sure no introduction is necessary. This is probably your favorite game studio out there, Team Kill Media.
Team Kill, more like Team Kill them. Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
Found themselves mired in controversy because of their comments about mods and PC releases of their games. Now, this is a studio that was founded in 2016 by four bros. Their goal is to create amazing games for gamers. And we're going to talk about this Code Violet game in a little bit. But let's get the track record right here, okay? They have had monumental success with their previous releases, beginning with Quantum Error here, that set the world on fire. It set the PS5...
Ooh, Metascore 40, generally unfavorable. Ooh, even the game journals didn't like that one, huh?
Community on fire with their release back in 2023, receiving a 40 Metascore, and then they followed that gem up with an even more impressive one, Sun and Bone. As you can see, this release...
Pause. Why do you call it that? You don't think that maybe you should consider renaming it? Like without DI or whatever. I have never heard of this game, but I feel like that is one of the dumbest names I've ever seen in my life. For a video game. Sun and Bone? What, are you gonna bone your son?
From October of this year, set the gaming world on fire.
Yahoo!
With one in-game player currently and a peak of 4 players all time.
What?
Yes, this was a monument.
Holy crap! It did worse than what is it called? Fartborn? Yeah, Dustborn.
Mental success. I knew the modern audience was small, but it appears like they're shrinking even smaller at this point. These numbers are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But the most recent release or soon to be released game from this studio is Code Violet. Now, I feel very bad for the developers behind this because they have some big shoes to fill. I mean, they're gonna have to get at least 5 players to one up Son of whatever, I already forgot the name, Son of a Gun, that they released earlier this year. But they got in trouble for this tweet right here, and it's quite a crazy one. So their team said this: for those asking us about a PC version of Code Violet, the reason we are not bringing it to PC is we do not want anyone modding vulgar versions of the main character as well as other characters in the game. We hold our voice actresses and actors with high regard as well as our artistic vision for the game and story and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods, making a joke out of our art, and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money we can make.
Chat, imagine if I said that about my model and my art, and I said, guys, absolutely, you cannot make porn of me. If I find out you make porn of me, I'm gonna witch hunt you, and I hate you, and I hope you die. That's not how it works. Again, I've had a very open stance about it. If you want to do that, that's cool with me. I'm not gonna like make a scene. I'm not gonna make a fuss. You going over there, and that's cool. I've never said that you can't. I can't even stop you even if I wanted to. This is such a dumb thing to say. Plus, to top it off, a lot of games are carried by their corn. Overwatch wouldn't even be half as popular if they completely banned the corn. They tried to and it failed.
This did not go over well. You can see 1,900 likes, but 2,300 comments and a lot of quotes dunking on them. This is a horrible idea right here. This tweet was ass, okay? Basically, they are admitting that they're going to cripple their sales and not have a PC release because they're afraid of lewd mods.
But the point is, like, why would you say it out loud? Some people just take the models out of the game and don't let you access them. And they don't say anything. You're literally putting gasoline on a fucking tornado of a fire.
affecting
Yeah.
their feelings, I guess. Yeah, they're very concerned about these mods, and as always,
Cringe.
this is the internet, and you might think this is a cringe phrase, you might not, but it's just the reality. Nothing can stop Rule 34. People are always going to make sexual mods, sexual artwork, whatever they want based on fictional characters because they can. And typically when you say something like this, it only encourages people to do it more, but I think Team Kill Media here is safe because I don't think enough people are going to even care enough to make a mod for this game. I mean, I'm sure they're going to struggle to get anyone to play this game, and I don't think anyone's that interested in this whole situation to go out and buy this game out of spite just to make these mods.
You underestimate the power of gooners. I'm sure someone would do this just for the lulz. They would do that, absolutely. Streisand effect. Yes, this is inadvertently a Streisand effect. You could have not addressed it and said absolutely nothing and just not have the files accessible, and people would have made their own 3D models. Like for me, for example, people are like, oh my god, Alana, release the 3D model. I'm like, no, first of all, I am respectful of the artist that put that time and work into my model. I'm not just gonna release it to the public. If you want to make your own fucking 3D model or your own drawings of me, I cannot stop you. I'm not against it. Just keep it out of the stream. I don't know. Just be respectful. Yeah.
A very bad idea here. And as people point out, also a pretty hypocritical one as well, where Francesco here says, did you just call all modders vulgar? Let's not kid ourselves. Skyrim didn't become popular without modders playing a significant role.
Oh, well, that's also because the game was unplayable, essentially. I mean, more so that, but like, yeah, there was a lot of corn mods for Skyrim. Absolutely. That definitely contributed to it.
Also, Rule 34 still exists, so don't kid yourself about being high and mighty over vulgar characters. For God's sake, someone on your team was responsible for designing the skin-tight outfit on your main character, as pointed out here. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like those vulgar modders are in the room at the development team, but that's just some more hypocrisy, and overall, just...
They should have made their characters really ugly. Yeah. Wait, actually, that's not true. There are people who fetishize, like, really ugly characters as well. It might be a small minority, but still.
Just not a great idea. We saw Capcom try to do this about a year ago, and they made this whole idea that they're going to crack down on mods that are offensive to public order and morals. The most draconian and sterile rule we've ever seen here. And again, that backfired horribly. You're just egging people on. But the difference between Capcom and this studio is that Capcom is at least successful enough where they can have any sort of influence, and people might actually want to play their games and mod them out of spite. But yeah, clear case of someone being so Puritan-like over this stuff that they're willing to cripple their own sales that are already struggling enough to begin with. So that's on them, that's their decision, and it's clearly backfiring right now because the only attention they're getting is people making fun of them, not people who are interested in buying any of their games. Now, like I said earlier, we're going to talk a little bit about Avowed. Now, this game has faced a lot of controversy for reasons that are quite obvious, but you can see here, its release date is February 18th, coming up in a few weeks. And if you're willing to shill out $70 for this, I'm sure you're...
70 clams? $70? How much... Oh... How much was Baldur's Gate 3? Baldur's Gate 3 price. $60. Yeah, I feel like $60 is like premium gaming price, not 70. $70 is, I'm like thinking that's like the digital whatever, like deluxe edition. They're aiming for it to be better. I mean, if it is, we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna be a fence sitter, chat. If it's bad, then it's gonna be kind of funny. The people are gonna be like, oh my god, I paid $70 for this piece of shit.
Going to be a little bit disappointed when you find out that the art director of this studio has said some very disparaging things about gamers. We talked about this
fuck
a few
gamers,
weeks
right,
ago,
fellas?
but just to highlight the most insane tweet out of all of this Matt Hansen individual, who is the art director, saw Elon Musk complaining
Mollusk.
about pronouns in a video game, and especially in a fantasy video game setting. And he said this, sickos.jpg. I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until...
No, you did not do that specifically to piss off Elon. Don't kid yourself. Come on. You put it in the game because you wanted to. If you're putting something into the game to spite someone, you're not making a good video game. I'll say that. You should make the game because you want to make the game.
You see the default, you sad
It's
little
weird.
shit. Anyway, Avowed comes out February 18th of next year. Give it a whirl if you are feared of the woke my mind virus. You can tell they were like literally their hands were shaking on the
Woke
keyboard.
my mind
They were so
virus.
excited they couldn't even properly type out their thoughts on Blue Sky. Of course, this was posted on Blue Sky.
Poggers.
But this obviously dredged up a lot of controversy. It's a very bad look, not only to say these things, but also give the impression that you make games just to spite your ideological opponents, like Elon Musk, who, by the way, didn't even know you existed until this reply, and probably still doesn't know you exist. It was a very bad look, and people immediately labeled this game as woke, and it's really crippled probably a lot of sales. Now, here's the strange update with Avowed, as pointed out by Mark Kern here, getting multiple reports that Avowed is being removed from people's Steam library.
What?
The community hub was also still gone at this hour. Avowed is famous for its art director practicing illegal DEI hiring, which...
Oh, that guy that said that if you aren't white, then you get favoritism. Is that the same person? Again, there's been a lot of drama surrounding that stuff. Yeah, it's the same guy. Yeah, I remember that. Those tweets they dug out did not look good, man.
Is also something I should mention
Not
that they
great.
openly shared that they will hire people and give them benefits for being diverse instead of just being a white person.
I'm diverse, I'm a Fox
which is
girl.
pretty
Can I
insane
be in
to
it?
publicly admit and also illegal. And also it features pronouns in character screen, and it was called out by Elon Musk. We already know all this stuff. But this was the message, people on Reddit saying Avowed was missing from their Steam library, and people started to suspect
weird.
that something was happening with Avowed. Some people saying that this was more trouble ahead and they might be delaying this game, which honestly, given everything going on in the industry, it wouldn't be too shocking to have something like that happen as they try to clear up something in the game so they can kind of restore their image here, because they have been dismissed as a woke game made by people who don't have respect for gamers.
That's not necessarily the case just because of that, because Assassin's Creed Shadows was delayed like 3 times now? They've just been saying that the game's not good enough. They didn't remove Yasuke or whatever. They're still keeping him in the game and stuff, but they just aren't making a good game. Yeah, 2 times. That's still a lot. It was supposed to come out in November of last year, and they delayed it again.
However, the Avowed Steam directory here would return, and you can see the forums are back up, and people immediately returned to their posts
Jesus.
here, and they started roasting Avowed once again. You had posts like this saying, openly racist game dev not buying a game made by an openly racist art director who claims the game was made just to piss off conservatives. Another person saying,
I'm not gonna lie, you posting about this is kind of funny. I think, silently not buying a game is more respectful than making, a massive fucking... you're going on the game discussion forums. You already lost in that regard. Again, you're allowed to do it. I just think that my perception of you going on the Steam discussion forums for a video game... It could also be trolling, for sure, 100%. But it doesn't look good. Just don't buy it. It'll die on its own if it's a bad game overall.
if you're about to purchase Avowed, you are free to do whatever you want. Just remember one thing, Matt Hansen, the art director, literally hates you. And it goes on and on,
true,
but I
he
saw
does.
this post right here. And man, it's just funny. I wanted to share it with you guys because it's a gem. It says, please respect Obsidian Entertainment. Folks, let's keep it real.
This is a troll post. Not because of the Pepe, the cute little Pepe with a Santa head. I'm only saying this because everyone who knows that Obsidian Entertainment, it was a good studio, they did not make these games The people that made these games right here do not exist anymore. Yeah, they're farming points, like the little clown, the little star, or whatever.
Game is not woke as your favorite right-wing influencers paint it as. If it features females or non-standard characters, it doesn't mean that it's woke. This is fiction. This is not real life. But even if you think it's woke, why would it matter? Obsidian Entertainment made great games like Fallout New Vegas or South Park, The Stick of Truth. I would support the studio's...
Let's all pre-order and enjoy high-quality game by the legendary studio. This is 100% a troll. Yep.
Creative vision.
They're farming.
For any of their next games. Now, the irony of this is a lot of studios really love users like this. They are relying on these sorts of attitudes of just consume. You know, shut up, consume product, and don't complain about anything, you stupid idiot gamer. That is their attitude, and it's highlighted here by basically saying, I will trust whatever they make. That's what happened with BioWare, right? You have the beloved IPs like Dragon Age, right? And they assumed people would just accept anything that happens in Vulgar because, well, they love our IP. They're going to support us no matter what. That is a fallacy, and it doesn't actually pan out in reality, and these studios better wake up because these people don't represent actual gamers. But I thought that post was funny. Now let's move on to the next topic, some GTA 6.
Oh, I saw this as well. Oh my god.
Controversy here. So here's the headline from Video Games Chronicle. A video game industry analyst has said that there is hope in the games industry that GTA 6 could cost up to $100 so that other companies could raise their default prices as well.
Chat. Okay, let's assume $20 an hour on average before taxes. That's 5 days of working just to buy a video game. And that's before taxes. Before fucking taxes. I know, and $20 an hour is like a lot. That's like that's above minimum wage for most places. Like, holy fuck. Days? Wait, I'm doing the math wrong. No, 5 hours of work. Jesus, dude, my fucking math ain't mathin'. Sorry. My brain, 5 days. I meant to say 5 hours to play a game for $100 before tax. Good lord, man. $100. It's like a luxury, like, product, chat. $100.
Also notice how it's labeled as hope. Like, these studios are literally scratching at the bit to raise the price of games. They want to do it, they just don't want to get flack for it. And they're hoping GTA 6 is the one who sets this precedent of a, well, I guess you would consider a quadruple A price tag on a game. And they will do the same as a result. They will feel like that will embolden them. No one wants to do it, but they feel like GTA 6 has the balls and the greed to do it.
I'm not convinced in any capacity that GTA 6 is going to be as amazing as everyone says that it's going to be. It's been in the oven for fucking over a decade, chat. There's no way, man.
I believe there's a very real chance this is going to happen. I do believe Rockstar will set this game at $100. I think it's a likely thing to happen because they know people are going to buy it no matter what. This is going to be arguably the most anticipated video game release of all times. It's going to generate billions of dollars of revenue. I think that is very clear. And they know if they set the price to $100, a lot of people are going to buy it still. In fact, probably the majority of people are still going to buy it. I saw something recently that said the average gamer buys about 1.5 games per year. And for a lot of people, GTA 6 is something they are counting the days down until its release. And this might be their big purchase of the year, the big one game they purchase, and they'll gladly shell out the extra $30 for this game, instead of the...
What are you gonna do? Go play GTA 5? What are you gonna do? Play a GTA knockoff? No, man. People want their slop. They think it's going to be the same as the old GTAs that they fell in love with. That's what happens, man.
Traditional 70 for a AAA release. I guarantee,
Sad, dude.
I wouldn't guarantee, but I say it's likely that we're going to see this $100 price tag. And it's ridiculous how far things have gotten. And on top of that, it will set a precedent that I am guaranteeing other studios will hop on. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is a little update regarding the little scuffle, the little beef between Asmongold and the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. In case you haven't seen, I'm sure you probably have, but Elon Musk released some gameplay featuring Path of Exile 2 Hardcore, and other content creators started looking at his gameplay and saw some inconsistencies where the achievements on the account he was playing don't really line up with his actual gameplay and skill and also knowledge of the game, so people suspected he might be account sharing. Asmongold also thought that, so he challenged Elon Musk to prove that's actually his account, and if he could prove it, Asmongold would have streamed.
Chat, he finally admitted to it, and it was through a video of one of the guys that he, like, plays with, like, casually when he played D4. He didn't even make, like, a public, like, announcement or anything like that. It was an obscure video that Asmon reacted to. Yeah, he admitted to it. He's like, yeah, they play my accounts. And then it's like, finally, like, he finally said it. And he backed off.
On X for the next year.
Yep.
Then Elon Musk responded by having a big crash out on his own platform where he was leaking DMs he had with Asmongold. He called Asmongold a bad gamer. Said a bunch of things that ended up getting community noted on his own platform.
I mean, Asmongold might be a bad gamer, but at least he plays the game. Yeah. Sorry. Asmongold wins again. He might be a bad gamer, but at least he plays his own game. Yep.
But now it appears that Elon Musk has gone back and deleted all those tweets disparaging Asmongold. And it is really a funny thing to see. He really backed down, and he got pressed that bad. The richest man in the world, one of the most influential people in the world, got pressed by Asmongold and gamers at
Baldy
large.
won.
It's a really funny thing to see, but that's not all with this situation. His ex, Grimes, would make a tweet saying this: just for my personal pride, I would like to state that the father of my children was the
Bro, this is so cringe. What is this?
first American druid in Diablo, and blah, 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 blah. She talks about a lot of accomplishments he's had in other games. But again, just like Elon and all of his meat riders, they don't realize that's not relevant. People are talking about his Path of Exile 2 gameplay and his knowledge.
How much money, or like what did he give her to like make her type this up? Low key, I have to wonder. Cause like, don't they fucking hate each other? Like, actually. Yeah, I don't get it. I wouldn't do this if like I had an ex that was like ultra rich. I wouldn't fucking meat ride them. It's cringe.
Of that game, and whether or not it was actually his account that he was operating on. This has nothing. You could be the best Diablo player in the world. It just isn't relevant. But to have her come out and say this in defense of the father of her children is wild. And then you see Elon Musk down here. Thanks. He really... I feel like he made her say this. Is this crazy? I feel like he asked her, at the very least, he asked her to say this tweet. Because at first it reads like she's almost mocking him. But the fact that she does the...
I just feel like maybe Elon has zero social awareness. Like, he has some sort of, like, social disorder. Crashing out on his own platform and freaking the fuck out at Asmon, taking away his blue check mark, like, twice or 3 times, and then taking away his company check mark, the golden one or whatever. The one you get if you're part of a company or some shit. Yeah, yeah.
Guy down here, and he says, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. Just doesn't sit right, but a really embarrassing look on a very embarrassing situation for Elon Musk. And make no mistake, impressing gamers and making people think he's a Le Epic-based world-class gamer is more important to him than anything else. But for now, that's going to do
The
it for the
wholesome
round
chungus.
of gaming-related news today. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about those topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
I want to say that there's a tweet out there somewhere of Quinn pointing out that Elon is at the inauguration yesterday. He was at the inauguration yesterday, and there was someone playing his account. I saw that, and I thought it was so funny. Yeah, it was freaking Quinn that said that. And he was poking fun at it. Oh my fucking god, dude. It was so funny, man. I'm like, bro, just say it with your chest. No one gives a fuck that much. It's that you're lying about it. He finally admitted to it. Granted, and backpedaled, but still, he was trying to defend himself. He's already admitted to account sharing. I understand that, but he did that in private fucking DMs that had to be quote-unquote publicized, instead of him just saying, yeah, I don't think I can compete with not account sharing, with competing on the leaderboards. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. He was using Neuralink to play the game. Dude, that'd be kind of cool, low-key. Did he get his gamer tag back on Twitter? I don't think so. Asmongold? Nope. He still just has his blue check mark. That's it. That's all he has, yeah. Bro, it's so fucking funny. He took away his gamer checkmark because he's not a real gamer. Oh, Lord, man. Good Lord. He's not a real gamer anymore. No.